All right, good afternoon. This is going to be a continuation of our walk through the small catechism. So yesterday we did the preface. Today we're going to begin with section 1, and this is about the Ten Commandments. Now, I've already had a couple of comments that, we didn't have the preface in our version. Well, I'm reading this out of my Lutheran study Bible, okay? If I haven't told you before, this is a wonderful, wonderful study Bible and does include the small catechism in the front. So, section 1, the Ten Commandments. As the head of the family should teach them in a simple way to his household. This text is from Exodus chapter 20. The first commandment, you shall have no other gods. What does this mean? We should fear, love, and trust in God above all things. The second commandment, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not curse, swear, use satanic arts, lie, or deceive by his name, but call upon it in every trouble, pray, praise, and give thanks. The third commandment, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not despise preaching and his word, but hold it sacred and gladly hear and learn it. The fourth commandment, honor your father and mother. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not despise or anger our parents and other authorities, but honor them, serve and obey them, love and cherish them. The fifth commandment, you shall not murder. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not hurt or harm our neighbor in his body, but help and support him in every physical need. The sixth commandment, you shall not commit adultery. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we lead a sexually pure and decent life in what we say and do, and husband and wife love and honor each other. The seventh commandment, you shall not steal. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not take our neighbor's money or possessions or get them in any dishonest way, but help him to improve and protect his possessions and income. The eighth commandment, you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not tell lies about our neighbor, betray him, slander him, or hurt his reputation, but defend him, speak well of him, and explain everything in the kindest way. The ninth commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not scheme to get our neighbor's inheritance or house, or get it in a way which only appears right, but help and be of service to him in keeping it. The 10th commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not entice or force away our neighbor's wife, workers, or animals, or turn them against him, but urge them to stay and do their duty. The close of the commandments. What does God say about all these commandments? He says, I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the sin of the fathers to the 3rd and 4th generation of those who hate me, but showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. What does this mean? God threatens to punish all who break these commandments. Therefore, we should fear his wrath and not do anything against them. But he promises grace and every blessing to all who keep these commandments. Therefore, we should also love and trust in him and gladly do what he commands. Okay, so I hope you heard the pattern there. Everything begins, except the first one. The explanation after, what does this mean, begins, we should fear and love God. We should fear and love God. Right? Except the first one. We should fear, love, and trust God above all things. You shall have no other gods. Everything boils down to this first commandment. And that's why all of these explanations point back to that. We should fear and love God so that we don't use his name in vain, so that we do not despise his preaching and his word. That is what these things are all pointing to, is his lordship over our lives. So I encourage you to reflect on this and use this as part of your faith journey during this Lenten season. Thank you for spending this time with me. God bless you.